Welcome back. Welcome back to OKC. OKC. So, it's been like a week or some change since I did the cancer reading for shadow work. So, we're going to pick back up. And hopefully, I'll be able to release a couple of these within the next few days. It's just been a lot going on. Didn't have time to record. But this is a shadow work reading. We're going to spin the wheel and see who the sign is. And we are going to past, present, future. So, past things you might have dealt with, traumas, issues, shadow work that you needed to overcome, your present energy. And then future is not really future, it's anything that you, excuse me, so nasty. So nasty, excuse me. Anything that you possibly need to do or the outcome of your present energy, right? So anything is future. Anything after this word is future. Its future was future to word. Anyways, y'all know what I mean. So I'm not saying a year in the future, 2 years in the future, 5 years in the future, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years, 200 years from now. I'm saying still right now. What can be done right now? What's changing right now? What's changing a second from now? What is the outcome if it stays the same? If you continue on the path? Or, possibly what you need to change. If it is not, if your current energy is not in the up and up, if you're not operating out of a higher realm versus your lower self. Sorry. Okay, let's spin the wheel because I'll be running out of time. The Wheel of Fortune. It says Leo. It do. It say Leo. So we're gonna hide that slice. So we got Leo energy. So Leo, what is important for Leo? What as far as their shadow work, past trauma, things they may have needed to heal and work through. What is the past energy for Leo? And I forgot to say, I'm working with some new decks that I got. So I got a shadow work deck off of Amazon. Not what I was expecting, but I'll flip that over since I didn't look at it. It fell in my lap, flipped up, but I just put it on the table. I flipped it back over. I got the Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck, which originally I seen it in Barnes and Noble. Didn't necessarily want it, but I grabbed it off of Amazon. I got a metaphysical cannabis deck that I think is pretty cool. This is the one I'm doing now. And then, I said that already. Oh, and I got another deck, but that's for another video that I'm gonna do right after this one. So I got one shadow work. My goal is to pull 3 cards from one card from each deck. So that's 3 cards. 3 times, past, present, future. In the cancer reading, it didn't necessarily work out like that. So I am open to taking whatever God wants extra to come out. Okay, so we got 2 metaphysical cards. And then can we get 1 hip hop queen card for past energy for Leo? Leo past energy. Leo past energy. Okay. So now we're going into present energy. Can we get Leo's present energy? Okay, we lost a card, but then I got a card that also fell out. So the card we lost is shedding illusions. Reality, honesty, self-love. The first step is awareness. The second is acceptance. I don't like the fact that it fell, because maybe it means you're not willing to shed illusions right now. You're not willing to let go of things that are not the truth, or maybe have like how what's the thing from Love and Basketball? As a kid, we imagine our life a certain way, but we never imagine our when we get older, we don't imagine. I don't know. I forgot how they say it. We don't imagine our life turning out the way it is, or whatever. I feel like maybe that's what you like. You're not willing to face reality, essentially. Okay, we got two that just, left eye. Yes, it fell out upwards. So we got two hip hop cards that fell out upwards, and the one that I can see as left eye, vision. Oh, that's Aaliyah. Aaliyah's angel. So you got vision. Here we go. Not willing to see things. All right. What is Leo's future energy? Let's see if those two are still trying to come out. I got two still trying to come out, but they didn't come out, interestingly enough. Okay, one for future energy for Leo. Future energy, metaphysical for Leo. Future energy, absolutely way too many cards. Gratitude rampage is already happened. Interesting. So we just had like 10 cards come out. 5 or so were in my hand, and then 5 fell on the table. So 10 or 5 change. This is actually the same card that just fell out, literally with the group of 10. Gratitude rampage. It's already happened. And let's do one hip hop, and we got Lauryn Hill falling out. Inspiration. Okay, so this is the first set of cards, and I'm going to show y'all, and then I'm going to read them. So the first one is from Shadow Work, is find wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. Acceptance and inner peace. Wholeness, find wholeness. There we go. Then your second card. Wait, are these backwards? Okay, so how did these two come out backwards, but the other ones didn't? No. Interesting. So you got 2 backwards cards, and I've never read these backwards, but you got, let's do in the order they would have came out. So you got Iku, transformation. Iku, transformation. These cards are really cool. I'm going to have to fix my cameras later. You got Irawo, restoration in reverse. So both of those cards are reversed. And then you got self-esteem, Lachat, as your hip hop queen card for the past. So just this energy itself tells me that maybe there's some type of insecurities within yourself, not loving yourself, not pouring into yourself. Maybe you didn't know who you were. Maybe you're trying to discover who you were. But it's a lot of not knowing your worth, not knowing your boundaries, not knowing who you were, who you are. And this, once again, is past energy. So let's look at the two cards we got in reverse. Iku, literally on the page. Number 47, which is also 11. Iku rides in and clears away the old to make space for a new vibration to come in. Without Iku, the cycle would never be complete. Iku is death in the Yoruba tradition. But death is not the end. The flag symbolizes creation in a light spirit body, which continues endlessly as Iku rides through the veils of time and space. The Pegasus symbolizes this ability to fly to the ends of time and space, resulting in true freedom. It has mastered getting beyond the self and carries Iku at the time of humanity's greatest need, rebirth. Cannabis flowers and leaves sprinkle the ground as offerings, left by many spirits before who have accepted the change. If you accept Iku when she appears in a spread, you are fully free to release something and step into new light. It is okay to mourn and grieve the things of the past, but you must create your future when Iku arrives and says it is time to move on. If Iku shows up for you, Leo, it is time to consider, do I run programs of the past more than those of the future? Do I know how to embrace the unknown? Oop, I dropped the other book. Iku and what was the other one? $54. Iwawo. 54 is also number 9. Irawa, the energy of water, has memory and connects you to the unified field where the whole of the source resides. We all come from a creative energy, and within that energy is where you can find freedom. Behind them is the hemp stalk and the Nigerian Ibadan Malimbe. Irawo is a card of healing for both inner and outer purposes, which will alter as you go through the changes you encountered in Iku, Gogoro, Itan, and Ifarada. The stars have always provided us with an infinite perspective and sense of possibility. Irawo, Irawo reminds you that your ancestors lived so that you would not have to ask permission to. You do not need permission to exist, Leo. Thousands had to love for you to be here. Conjure that feeling of having an overflowing vase and pour yourself a sense of relief. It has already happened. If Irawo has appeared in your spread today, please ask yourself, am I showing gratitude every day? Do I believe it will all work out for me in the end? Do I believe in my blessings? And that's interesting because we know this reading ends with gratitude rampage. It's already happened. So we got LeChat. Let's see if I can find LeChat in here. Crazy thing is, I don't even think I seen her when I was flipping through the things. So the chat is self-esteem. Remy. And there go the other 2 pages I need later. The chat. Self-esteem, self-worth, identity, fitting in, standing out, self-consciousness, and competition. The last look in the mirror before you leave your house says a lot. While some may applaud you for caring that much about how you present, are you caring too much? It's time to have a chat with yourself and check in about what's behind the image. Are you sizing yourself up next to those around you? Probably. LeChat's card, much like the rapper herself, suggests you've been forced into a race with others that feels more like the Hunger Games than just friendly competition. Don't take it all so seriously. You can be bad all by yourself. You just have to believe it. So, definitely heavy, not believing in yourself, self-esteem issues, not understanding your power, who you are. So these are the cards for present energy. This is your present energy. So the first card we have is Feathered Omens. Feathered Omens. And it says, even the sweetest bird harbors fierce intentions, self deceit, illusion, and secret. So when I started off, I said we're not seeing something clearly, and I wanted to admit something, or that's so crazy. Um, the next card is Nana Baruku, which is Essence. So are you still doubting yourself, doubting who you are, doubting your greatness, doubting your abilities, doubting your lineage? Then we got MC Light Skill and Left Eye TLC Vision as your ending cards. And this literally is just giving me the feeling that you still are not seeing something clearly. Maybe you're not seeing yourself. Maybe you're not seeing your purpose in this world. Clearly, Leo. Let's do Nana Baruku. 92, which is 11 again. So we got the number 11 again. Swirls of purple grace the middle of this card and form into the massive gown worn by Nana Baruku. She is the grandmother keeper of the Orisha oracles for the Fon people of Africa. She is revered as the most influential deity in Western Africa's theology. Her dress resembles a giant ball gown akin to Cinderella's, and she is believed to have given birth to the moon spirit, Mawu. So just that in itself, moon, secrecy, hidden illusions. Cinderella. I have Cinderella in a deck that I created. Brandy, the Black Cinderella. It gives not knowing your potential, not knowing your value, being treated like a servant, a slave, a peasant, even if it's you treating yourself like that. So anyways, who giving birth to the moon spirit, Mawu, who we see in the upper right of the card. You might not be able to see it right there. The sun spirit, Lisa, who appears on the other side. Oh, I was pointing to the wrong side. My bad. And then the sun. The sun spirit Lisa, who appears on the other side, is also a child of Nana Baruku. Nana Baruku is the original creator, and Mawu Lisa is the secondary. The large adornment of cowrie shells over the goddess's neck and her headscarf. Her skin is leathery to show her age as the oldest Orisha. In her hands is a sacred knife made out of bamboo, and in the other, a terracotta pot holds the secrets that your soul has kept. When this card appears to you, it is time to remember that your essence is here long before your physical being. If you are having issues with your maternal aspects, Nana Baruku comes forward to help with all of these issues. So then we got MC Light Skills, and then, of course, Left Eye. So here we go. MC Light, scale proficiency, accuracy, and articulation. You may have something to say, Leo, but don't quite know how to say it. Sometimes it's hard to be eloquent when emotions are involved. So an MC Light card suggests you should gingerly get to your point, but weigh your words. Take a moment to think about whom you're speaking to and what message lies behind the conversation. Also, analyze your means of a handwritten letter. Oh, my bad. Also, analyze your means of communication. Will this work better in person, over the phone, even as a handwritten letter? There are many ways to get your point across, Leo, but understand that words have power and be mindful of their value. Don't address the situation when you're upset either. You don't have to be a roughneck to stand firm in your truth. Left Eye, TLC Vision, insight, foresight, hindsight, third eye vision, introspection, emotional blindness. Pulling a left eye card means some parts of your life require deeper analysis. You are attempting to sort through some things, and dissecting either the past, present, and even future will prove beneficial. So often the solution is right in our faces. We simply refuse to see it. Again, as Left Eye says, the eye is right. So no matter what decision you make, it will be the right answer for you. Be sure to investigate all possibilities and attempt to view the situation from all angles. Remember, while we have two visible eyes, your third eye is equally important. Trust your intuition, Leo, and gut instinct when navigating your decision making process. The truth will guide you, not blind you. So, maybe still you're not seeing your worth, your value. Limiting beliefs. Okay, so my bad. This is the next set of cards that I told you came out. Only three with the future energy. So we got limiting beliefs, we got gratitude rampage, and we got Lauren Hill. So limiting beliefs ultimately become what you believe. 2111. Here we go with this 11. Limited beliefs ultimately become what you believe. Mindset, self-realization. Gratitude rampage. It already happened. So you already become what you believe. And I hope what you believe is great, especially about yourself. Lauren Hill, inspiration. And if not, this is really calling you to change your beliefs. Understand that you are holding yourself back. Be grateful and thankful for who you are while you're here. Understand that you have purpose, and it does not matter what everyone else has said. 7512. The next step, 1112. So this is the next step. 75, gratitude rampage. It already happened. I earn unlimited abundance doing what I love. If this card has shown up for you, it's time for a rampage. You express gratitude daily, but this is a time to rage it, Leo. Write voice memo or video yourself detailing all the things that you are grateful for in this life, starting with the smallest items in your vicinity, naming everything you can see, and expand out into each portion of your home, community, city, country, continent, planet, universe, and beyond. If this card keeps showing up for you, consider installing a daily practice that includes expressing gratitude in a way that feels in flow. Showing gratitude to the self is also very important, Leo, so be sure to say thank you to yourself as well. Crystal pairing, emerald. So wear emerald, use emerald to increase that gratitude, to show gratitude. Yeah. You're going to have to wake up every day and say, thank you, God, for making me. I'm thankful that I can breathe, that I'm alive, that I have two hands, 2 feet. Shit, if you got one hand, thankful for the other hand I got. Thankful for the other leg I got. Thankful for the one eye I got. Thankful for the opportunity to do something with what I have. Lauren Hill, inspiration, destiny, admiration, unrealistic expectations, overachievement, and praise. The Lauren Hill card shows that you're seeking to be inspired or to inspire others. The gut level yearning for self-betterment is a positive dragon to chase. Though bear in mind, all that glitters isn't gold. With praise comes pressure, and you may ultimately be asked to deliver more than you bargained for. Brace yourself for what's to come as a result of influence, either the influence you've received or the influence you've had over others. Take the time to reflect on your definition of destiny and what you're experiencing along your path to achieving your goals. This reflection is about more than simply stopping to smell the roses. It is for self-preservation. You're not, you've believed what the past, what the people from your past, what your family, your mother, your father, your friends, your siblings, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your grandma, your granddaddy, great grandma, great granddaddy, your classmates, your teachers, your coach from sports, your coach from gym class, what your math teacher said, what your English teacher said, what your art teacher said. You believe that. You believe what your exes said about you. You believe what those fake friends said about you. And you came into the present. You're currently still believing the lies that have been told about you. You've told yourself lies about yourself. That you weren't created for greatness, that you weren't created to do great things, that you don't have purpose. You need to change your beliefs, change your thought processes, be thankful and grateful for all the little things that you may think aren't worthy, aren't valuable. It is. Be grateful that you have another opportunity to do something different. I hope this was helpful, Leo, in some type of way. 25:45. Okay.